Hyderabad, the 26th of August, Friday prayers went in peace at the historical Mecca Masjid and other mosques in the city's old town under strict security. Prayers were conducted peacefully by worshippers at Mecca Masjid while police personnel in police riot gear stood watch near Charminar to handle with any demonstration. A few youth chanted slogans as they were moving towards Charminar. However, the police and elders of the community advised them to be quiet and return home in peace. Following appeals from AIMIM President and Hyderabad MP Asaduddin Owaisi as well as others Muslim heads to Muslims to pray in mosques close to their homes, the number of worshippers attending Mecca Masjid came down this Friday. A number of elaborate security arrangements were put in place around Charminar to avoid any unintentional incident. Barricades were constructed around the monument to control the movement of people. Police has made it clear there is no authorization for protests or rallies. The Deputy Chief of Police, South Zone, Sai Chaitanya supervised the security arrangements at Charminar. More than 4,000 policemen, including members of Rapid Action Force, RAF, were deployed in the old city, which is sensitive to communal tensions, to keep peace and security in the event of the prospect of protests against the suspension of BJP MLA Raja Singh's racist remarks regarding Prophet Muhammad. However, the detention of Raja Singh a day prior to Friday's gatherings helped defuse the situation. The MLA was detained in accordance with the Preventive Detention Act and sent to jail. A few worshippers expressed gratitude to the government of the state for being hard against the MLA over his sexist video. Raja Singh had posted the video on the YouTube channel on Monday, triggering massive protests. He was arrested the following day, but a city court granted bail. With protests in the streets in certain areas of the city, police arrested the MLA on Thursday. This time they used the Preventive Detention Act against him and placed him in jail. As the supporters of Raja Singh staging protests against his arrest in certain regions in his Goshamahal constituency, the police intensified their security to ensure that there is no undesirable incident.MS/SVN/888,110,888 Hyderabad, August 26. Friday prayers passed off peacefully at historic Mecca Masjid and other mosques in the old city amid tight security. Worshippers dispersed peacefully after prayers at Mecca Masjid while police personnel in riot gear stood guard at nearby Charminar to deal with any protest. Some youth raised slogans while heading towards Charminar, but the police and community elders advised them to exercise restraint and return home peacefully. Following appeals by AIMIM President and Hyderabad MP Asaduddin Owaisi and other Muslim leaders to Muslims to offer prayers in mosques near their homes, the number of worshippers at Mecca Masjid came down this Friday. Elaborate security arrangements were made around Charminar to prevent any untoward incident. Barricades were erected around the historic monument to regulate people's movement. Police had made it clear that there is no permission for protests and rallies. Deputy Commissioner of Police, South Zone, Sai Chaitanya supervised the security arrangements at Charminar. Over 4,000 policemen, including personnel of Rapid Action Force, RAF, were deployed in the communally sensitive old city to ensure law and order in view of the possibility of protests over suspended BJP MLA Raja Singh's derogatory comments about Prophet Muhammad. However, the arrest of Raja Singh a day before Friday congregations diffused the situation. The MLA was arrested under the Preventive Detention Act and sent to jail. Some worshippers thanked the state government for acting tough against the MLA for his derogatory video. Raja Singh had posted the video on a YouTube channel on Monday, triggering massive protests. He was arrested the next day, but a city court granted him bail. With angry protests continuing in parts of the city, the police again arrested the MLA on Thursday, and this time, they invoked the Preventive Detention Act against him and sent him to jail. With supporters of Raja Singh staging protests against his arrest in some areas in his Goshamahal constituency, police stepped up the security to prevent any untoward incident. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to channel and click on bell for more daily videos.